Here we go, guys. My name's Sterling Garner. I am the CEO of Stack Digital and the creator of a 5-day challenge system called Launch Perfect. It is the only proven framework for a 5-day challenge that makes them easy and incredibly lucrative. Two things I want to alert you to. Please, there are links below in the description. You're going to be able to download the lesson that I'm walking you through here. It's going to also have the checklist, so we're going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of free versus paid challenges. Then, if you want to know more about this incredible system, gets our clients $800,000 returns, which is bananas to even say, and also 87x returns and other challenges, able to launch in 14 days. It's phenomenal. There should be a link that will go tell you everything you need to know about Launch Perfect. All right, so let's dig into it. So a question I get asked a ton is a free challenge better than a paid challenge, and why? All right, so let's talk a little bit about the pros and cons of each, and I can go into a little bit of detail. So the free challenge, here are the pros. You're definitely going to get more people into your challenge, full stop. Full stop. It's the difference between handing out free ice cream sundaes and $5 ice cream sundaes on the street, right? There's less work in moving pieces in your funnel. They're generally better if you aren't a big name. I'll talk about why that is true in a minute. Because you're going to get more people into your challenge, you're going to grow your email list bigger. And then you also, when you're inside your challenge, there's just going to be more engagement because you have a larger audience, right? Now, the downside of that is you're potentially going to get a bunch of people that just want to we call them freebie seekers or tire kickers. They just want to come in and check it out, but they're not really going to be buyers. I'll talk about that in a second. Less commitment during the challenge because there's an old adage, which I've found true 100% of the time. People value what they pay for. Full stop. People value what they pay for. Things that are given to them for free just get tossed to the side. They're literally not perceived as valuable. Fewer people show up in your Facebook group, and people say that you aren't bringing in buyers. So if there's a saying in marketing that if somebody's opened up their wallet once, it's a lot easier for them to open it up again. So if they pay for your challenge, the theory is that it's a lot easier for people, or that those people are more likely to pay for your offer at the end of the challenge. So let me just walk through some of these. So for sure, you're going to get more people in your challenge. Less work moving pieces in your funnel. Why is that? Well, if all I have to do is create a funnel registration page and a thank you page, that's a lot easier if it's free. If I'm selling a challenge, I've got to create a sales page, which is a lot more involved. I got to create an order page. That's an extra step. Excuse me. A lot of people will start. I got to pause this and sneeze. Thank you. The sales page is a lot more in depth if you're trying to sell somebody rather than get somebody in for free. There's the order, there's the cart, right? So people have to have a place to pay. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have what they call a one-time offer. So there's going to be an upsell offer after that. So that page you have to build. And then they go into the Facebook group with a registration page, registration, thank you group. So it's a simpler funnel. Another pro for free is that it's better if you aren't a quote-unquote big name. So the general rule that I tell people is that if you have a following, if you have a large email list, if you have a lot of influence as a social media person, if you have a lot of warm audience that already knows you, it's a lot easier for them to want to pay for a challenge than it is for those who don't pay, right? So if you're not a big name and you don't have a following, I always say do free. Because you'll get more people in your challenge and on your email list. One thing people also ask, is a challenge a lead funnel or a sales funnel? It's both. It's a great way to get a bunch of leads. And then obviously you're also selling them at the end of the challenge. So if we want to flip the pros and cons to paid, it's pretty much exactly what I said in reverse. Fewer people to the pro to a paid challenge. There's going to be fewer people in it, so there's going to be fewer people to manage. Potentially stronger connections if there are fewer people. You get to comment and interact with a larger percentage of people. You make money up front that sometimes can pay for ad spend. People, again, this comes down to what they value versus what they don't. They're more committed to show up in your group. They're more committed to absorbing your content, and technically they have more buying intent. The cons are that if you had done a free one, you maybe could have sold people who see you, learn from you, and trust you because of the challenge, but they aren't in your group because they weren't comfortable paying. So does that make sense? So if it was free, people don't know you, but you go in there, you deliver amazing value and content, they really connect with you, and then they enroll and buy your offer. Those people who weren't willing to take that risk and didn't buy your paid challenge, they're not going to be in there. All right. And then, again, like I said before, there's a more complex funnel with more moving parts. So attached to this is also our Ultimate Challenge Checklist, which is incredibly thorough. I'm super proud of it. So yeah, click the button below. If you're also liking these videos, please subscribe and save and like. And I look forward to seeing you kick ass in your 5-day challenge.